Welcome to Modoti channel. My name is Anna Dhiambo and I do videos on cooking, farming and general parenting and the day-to-day life of a mother. Today I want to show you what I've been doing since I relocated the school. Remember last time I told you that this is where I live and it is the same place where I was running a low-cost girls secondary school to rescue girls who are not able to pay much amount of money. Some of the girls that we were rescuing in this place were not able to pay at all, and some of them were paying just a minimum amount of 15,000 per year, which most of them were not able to pay as much. They were just able to pay little by little, and some of them we were subsidizing with the CDF. But beginning of this year, because of the inception of the CBC, the curriculum, the competency-based curriculum, which is giving 3 years to secondary school, we realized that we will not be impacting much, and therefore I relocated the school to some bigger space where we can be able to accommodate the primary section. So I started some farming in this land where I've been running the school. You can see my pumpkins are here. The pumpkins are here. I started some small farming here where the school has been. This was the school kitchen before. The door was facing the other side, and this place was all covered. But I had to now open it so that it can face my house. That is my house. This was the main kitchen actually before I built this one. So I converted this one to a store, and this one, all this place was covered. It was well smeared, and this was the door because it had to face the school. If you look at the far end, that is the classroom. This was the dormitory, and of course the other building that is coming up. But I'm slowly turning it to my farmland so that it can be able to support me and support the school, which I have relocated to a big and larger space. I'm doing some farming here, but first things first, I want you to see how the school was like. You saw it in my past video, and now I want to show you how it was like. So this was and is still the school because we have not moved fully. We are moving step by step. So this was the lawn. This is the admin block. You can see the administration block. This was the administration block of our school. This was the director's office. This was my office. You can see my office here. It is still intact, though I've shifted some of the things to the other place. And of course, this was and is not is because actually the principal has moved. This was the principal's office together with the secretary. So, and this is the gate. So as you are coming in, of course, this place was an open space. This was all an open space. But when I started shifting the school, I had to plant this hedge. You can see this hedge here because I'm now separating it and repartitioning it afresh so that in front of the administration block, I have started some vegetable farming, some sukuma wiki farming. It was all grass. It was this soft grass here, this Kikuyu grass. So I tilled it and I'm slowly removing it. You can see my sukuma wiki here, though they really need weeding. A sap, they really need weeding before the grass catches up with them. So the whole of this place, my sukuma wikis are coming up. It's gonna be a big sukuma wiki farm here. It will be a vegetable garden now in front here. You can see my vegetable garden coming up. I'll maintain this lawn, but part of this place I'll make a fruit garden And then I'll make a small gate here because it's now going to turn to be my compound. I'll do some few rentals on the other side. These were the classrooms, Form 1, Form 2, Form 3. And of course, there was a Form 4 class, which was Mabati structure down there where they are maize. You can see where they are maize. There was a Mabati class which I demolished. You can see the bows are still here. The timber is still down here. The Mabatis, some of them I took to where the school has been shifted so that I can do some prior preparation with them. This was our laboratory that was coming up, but now I'll turn it to something else. So this particular side, once I reorganize it well and I do good fencing, this side here where I'm standing, this side here where there is the classroom, where there is the dormitory, I'll redivide it into two so that there'll be a gate there, there'll be a gate here for my compound. Of course, my compound will be on this side, and then there'll be a gate here. Then I'll have rentals on this side. But before I do that, I'm doing some good farming here. I've started some farming projects in this particular place. You can see if you go down here just next to the dormitory, this was a space where the students would rest as after serving. Remember, they would serve from here. This was their kitchen. So there was some space for serving before I made this mabati again. This one I covered because now the kitchen is no more. So here, there were some benches here, but I've removed them. And now you can see my maize is doing very well here. The maize is here and the groundnuts are coming up. So I planted some maize and groundnuts. And of course, I've kept some chicken here. This is going to be a big poultry house. I've just started small. I'll be showing you my poultry as I continue growing them. And then in front of the dormitory, before I start something else with it, I've started doing some onion farming. Look at my onions here. My onions are here. And you can see them. The onions are here. I put this buffer here because of this region, so that when the water comes, sometimes this region is full. I will cut this tree and make some charcoal. I will cut this jamna tree and make some charcoal because sometimes it fills my region like this time. I have not wiped the region for some time. You can see up there, it's really full. So when it is full, water pours and wastes away. So I decided to put this buffer here and plant some onions. I'll do a lot of pricking here so that the onions can get some space. So this place, the whole of this place, I'm gonna turn it to an onion farm. I'm still tilling it, I'm still digging it. I'm gonna turning it into an onion farm, the whole of it here, all the way. I'll be doing an onion farm. Remember, this was our dormitory. The whole of this was the dormitory. You can still see the beds here. The beds are still there. Through this broken space of the window, you can still see the beds as inside there. But I'm slowly moving them to the other side. So on this particular wing, of course, there is this ceiling that will still go on. My onions will cover the whole of this space. There'll be onions. This particular space also, I tilled from this end and I just watered them this morning. My mother is here. She was helping me to water and she just woke up to watering. I have a lot of water. Remember, this was a school. I have borehole water up there. And of course, there is this piped water that comes from Migori County. So it is ever full. That tank is ever full. The tap is on this side. So farming will not be a challenge to me, even during dry seasons, because I do not use the water. The majority that were using the water are now not here. Then in front of the toilet, this is the toilet. This was the school toilet. It has was really, really depreciated, but it's still good. It's still in good condition, especially the interior part. The outer part is what looks deplorable because the students had not been here now for closer to 6 months since they did their KCSE exams. They have not come back. We gave notice and then we shifted them. Those who are still available, we distributed them to the other schools because we needed to reorganize ourselves, and then we will do readmission afresh beginning next year. So these are our toilets. They are still in good shape. I made them with sato pans and they are still in good shape. If you look at them, they were and they are still in good shape, made of sato pans. They only need cleaning. This was the bathroom that the students were using, and it's still in good shape. It will only need some little renovation when I'll be bringing those who are to rent. That will be some times to come once I do all the partitioning and make these places like this dormitory well. But right now I'm doing good farming here. You can see my my groundnuts are coming up just in front of the toilet. Is a rich place. This is where you are having some dustbin. So I am doing organic farming. You can see the beans are coming up well. They are really podding and the maize is coming up well. I'll need to do some top dressing. And this was a class. This was a class. I had started it with a foundation, but then I didn't manage to build the foundation because of funds. So I erected it. I erected the upper part with a mabati. So it was a big mabati building, and this was our Form 4 class. But then I demolished it. Part of it I've demolished. The roof and everything I've demolished. Some of them that were left, I've left for doing internal renovations. You can see some of the mabatis are still there. So right now I'm doing some good farming here. Onions will cover the whole of this place. And of course, this place, I love this vegetable called muto. So there is a vegetable called muto. So I've planted it here and I'll plant a good amount of it. And of course, my beans are really podding and I'm very, very happy. You can see the way they are doing well. This place is very, very rich. Remember, this was a classroom. It wasn't plastered. It was just well marammed, and we are using it as a makeshift class because I told you that we generate our own funds. So getting funds to do all the buildings sometimes can be a great challenge. But it was a good class. You can see the blackboard is still there. Of course, we had some mounted whiteboard. So the whole of this place I'm still working on, and I will work on it. This will be a path. Of course, now it has turned out to be my farm. Before I turn these buildings to generate income for me, because I really have to do a lot of reorganization. Remember, they are just halls. They were classrooms. This was our Form 1 class all the way from here. This is the door to the Form 1 class all the way to that part. There was a mabati structure here. Here, where beans are coming up, I will also weed these ones. I planted some beans here, though they are not doing well because there's some cemented floor down. But I threw some bean seeds here. I will weed them so that I can harvest. So this was our Form 1 class. You can still see through the window. The chairs are still inside. I don't know whether you can see, but the chairs are still inside. Of course, I didn't remove the chairs because on the other side where we have shifted, we are still doing our constructions. We have not admitted yet because we are starting all the way from primary. Then this was our Form 2 class. The door is here. The door to the Form 2 class is here. And then, of course, this was our Form 3 class. And of course, this was their lawn. This was the assembly ground. You can see the flag post is still standing. And of course, this was and is the borehole. So we are in the process of doing our reorganization. We will do it as we shift to the other side. We are in the process of doing reorganization. So as we continue doing the reorganization, this part we'll still do some little farming here as we reorganize ourselves and shift the school to where there is space, where there is room for expansion, and where there is little interference. So I'll be showing you step by step what we do. I'll be showing you how the onion garden grows. As it grows, we will be enjoying together. You'll also be enticed to start your own onion garden. I'll be showing you when we are harvesting. And I encourage you as a mother, because that is what Modoti channel is all about. The channel Modoti is Mothers Don't Tire. So as mothers, we make a difference. I am making a difference. I was a teacher at the Teacher Service Commission. That was my employer for 19 good years. 19 good years. I was a teacher by the TSC, employed by the TSC, but I resigned. I want to tell you, it hasn't been easy for me though, after resignation, because you see, once you come to the real world and you want to do your things, things cannot be the same. But I'm enjoying what I'm doing because I'm doing what I love. I'm doing it so passionately. Challenges are there, but I do great because every time I have something else to do. So I resigned sometimes back, about 3 years back, to just do what I'm doing. So I managed to run this institution here for the last 8 years. Lehesis has been here in this compound. And now in the year 2025, we shifted Lehesis to a relatively larger space. The construction is going on. I will be taking you to the space where we have taken it and how it will be growing slowly by slowly until it picks again, right from primary all the way to junior school. Thank you so much for watching Modoti channel. I encourage you as a mother never to give up. I always wake up to do something as a mother. I always wake up to do something as a mother. And as a mother, I also encourage you to always wake up and do something. Just wake up and do something. The challenges are there. But what is it that a mother cannot do? We do not tire. I don't tire. Like when the school was not looking promising, it was having hiccups of growth, I had to look for a larger space land, of course in some remote area where there is still big piece of land, and start it all over again. For the time being, this place will be generating some income for me because it is my farmland, and of course with time I'll convert it to rentals, and still it will be generating money even as the school continues. Thank you so much. Kindly subscribe to Modoti channel and support me.